It's just got this awkwardly quiet menu that I don't know how to intro with. Hi, I'm back with this. The game is apparently locked at 60 FPS, so that's cool. That just means it'll run exactly the same as it did before on the new computer. But yeah, no, I'm coming back to this. There's really no reason I wasn't playing it. I guess I just wasn't really in the mood. But I'm in the mood now, and it's a new episode, so I'm kind of excited to see what's gonna
I
happen.
left him here 4 days ago. I thought, well, since I didn't hear from him, I thought he'd forgotten me again. Caught up in his usual musings. It's happened before, you know?
Did he stay here, alone? Do you know if he went in?
Yes. Well, I don't know if he went in, but he certainly did ask me to leave. He seemed a bit more erratic than usual. As I said before, it wouldn't be the first time I've traveled with Sebastian only to find myself on a forced holiday until he remembers I'm there. Honestly, I thought he'd forgotten completely this time and had just headed back home. The hotel was booked until Monday, so...
Well, he's not home. That much I can tell you. Is there any way to get in there?
Well, as far as I know, the door isn't locked. Although it might be a bit swollen from the humidity. Maybe if we gave it a little push.
Right, let's give it a try. But someone should look for another way in, just in case.
So from what I remember what happened last time, I remember the ending of the last stream. I was like walking around some dilapidated building filled with feces and rotting like corpse water. And the guy sat down in front of a mirror, and then he's like, and then the chapter ended. Also, there was some weird like priest man without a face. I think that was weird. So we're back with Daniel. Who else do we have? Daniel, Sophie's here. Game is stuttering, that's cool. I don't know how to pronounce his first name. Bertrand. That was the cop man, right? That's Ernest. I'm assuming that was the guy that he was just talking to. Let's stick with Daniel. Daniel is a publicist. Yeah. If you lose him, the story cannot continue.
Should look for another way in.
Well, it's a good thing I'm not playing on any difficulty other than easy baby mode. Sebastian P. Husher arrived at the Abbey of St. Cecilia following Argos Legrand, the man who made the music box that Isaac Farber would later come to purchase. It said something else, but I couldn't read it in time. 1998. Did you see that? For like a single frame, he was... Alright, maybe I'm crazy. Is the game stuttering? Am I crazy? Game might be stuttering. I can't really tell. Well, OBS is fine at least, so don't really care. The ceiling and the wall have both caved in. Some plants are trying to grow among the ruins. Among? Wait, you know what? I think I know what the problem is. I have Task Manager open for some reason. Let me close that. Close. There we go. What? Among Us! There seems to be no order at all in this place. Yeah, Task Manager for some reason eats up like a surprisingly not small amount of resources. I didn't listen. I gotta be careful. So we're gonna explore the same exact fucking area, but with Daniel instead. The room is completely devastated. How do you run again? I don't remember. Okay, it's left trigger. Good to know. There's a tunnel on the other side of this wall, but it seems blocked with a wooden hatch. Yeah, this is a great way to start the new year. Get absolutely fucking terrified. Hello? All sorts of abandoned utensils. That looks like a bucket to me. I like the music that's playing. Whatever that is. Hello? This wooden room divider is imposing. It looks like they put all kinds of things by it. The table seems to be exactly how they left it last time it was used. I see paper. Useful? I feel like I'm being followed. I know the Abbey is abandoned, but sometimes I feel like there's someone there. Who's putting out the candles? It might just be the wind, or the insufferable chill. I must be losing my mind. But sometimes I encounter candles that I don't recall lighting myself. Damn it, I need to find the origin of that cursed song, and get out of this place. So I switched my microphone to port B on the soundboard, because port A is fucked. Like, the knob on it is completely toast. It still works, but I'm not gonna touch it anymore, because I feel like it's gonna snap off. So I pulled the knob off of the potentiometer to remind myself that not to use that one. Don't worry, I still got 3 more good ports. And, like, 4 or 6 more? It's the layout of the soundboard is weird. 6 more inputs, I think, in total, in case I need to swap to something else. Books, salt shakers, pictures, silent witnesses of the horror. The horror. Big fan of anyone who uses a flashlight in this game, by the way. A lot nicer. It could come in handy if I need to hide. Do we have a map? What's the map button? I don't fucking know. Oh, it's pressing in the left analog stick. Also, pressing in the right analog stick has the same function as pressing ZR. Sure, whatever. Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. I'm assuming we didn't look around this area specifically yet. The bucket is full of some kind of dark oil. Yo, mineral oil PC? X? Badge of Perseverance. Okay, so I'm assuming I need to, like, get a bottle or something? Old cooking books, warped from the humidity. The controller is doing that thing where it's, like, bumping like a heartbeat, and I don't like it. It looks like the cupboard is for storing dishware and cutlery, but the drawers all have labels lit in Latin. Litten in Latin. I ever mention how cool that mechanic is? That's really great. Like, it's supposed to be interesting, and, like, you gotta check the doors. But it kind of just ends up being annoying. So note to self, don't go in there. Like, I really don't want to check every single fucking door. I feel like it's more efficient to just die, especially early on. Oh, especially if it just, like, puts me back here. Again, normally you wouldn't respawn like this, but I don't really care. So, apparently this is bad. Very bad, no good. Dubious little creature. Hopefully my audio is alright. I didn't really change any settings or anything. It's just a different port. I tried to make it match. We already did that. I want to do the Joker thing where he goes, I can see it, and then I know what door I need to go into. Okay, I haven't gone in here yet. The Cold Steel anime was decent? Ooh. I'll have to get that. It's not, like, done yet. Is it? I don't think so. Is this the same area from before? Like, the same little courtyard thing? I cannot fucking see that. A wooden hatch. It looks pretty damn heavy. Not to mention it's stuck. Okay, that's... Need, like, a pry bar or something? Oh, I forgot to check. The lock plate seems to be made of silver. The plate is made of iron. The wall must have caved in long ago. I can't get through here. This area looks different from what I remember, though. Key. Old cloister. Can I walk into the middle? Oh, I totally can. Okay. Yeah, this is a different area, I think. Just similar in layout. No. No, I'm not walking down that. I'm gonna have to, aren't I? Oh, boy. Bottom of the well, huh? It's pitch black in that well. Should I risk going down there? Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess that's not what you're supposed to do. He should have known. He should have known that he wasn't supposed to go in the well. It said pitch black. Who cares if it looks like it was the only way he should have gone? Don't look in the bathtub. Alright, well, don't look in the well. I guess we're not supposed to do that yet. He's gotta figure that out later. What exactly does it want me to do with it, then? Oh, there's a bucket. The bucket is tied to several pulleys. I could use it to lower something into the well. Something? What is something? Okay, I just wanted to put that on the map. As a reminder. Where have I not been? There's several doors in here I didn't go through. Okay, I can't get in there. Because, no. Okay, no, this is the wrong side. Is that a door? What is that? It looks like a door. Good flashlight. It's a rug. And of course, this needs a key. So this is a dead end. It reminded me of how I wish the Kiseki games would go when I first played Cold Steel 1. Where Rean got Valimar and I was hyped thinking that everyone Trails would get their own Divine Knight in their respective games. Alright, already confused on what to do? Yep. It seems blocked by a wooden hatch. It won't let me, like, proceed in there. I'm already stuck? Wow, that didn't take long at all. What am I missing? Okay, it's got to be something in here, right? Ah, I can walk around. I didn't realize. Okay, yeah, that's good. I hear rat. Squeak? Welcome to Rat Gaming. What's this? Plenty of cooking utensils, most of which are so rusty they've begun to weld together. This is great. Look how wonderful this is. I'm going to take a bath in this thing. What looks like an industrial-sized cooking pot. There must have been many monks in the abbey. Okay, bottle of liquor. High-proof distilled spirits. The smell makes me nauseous. I hope I find good use to get rid of this fucking jar soon. Language, Daniel. A cupboard filled with old cookery books. Cookery? The wood is swollen. I doubt I'll be able to open it. No one's clear. I heard noises, so... Oh, okay. I heard noises, so, like, I, watched this one not be clear. We're good. I thought it might not be safe. The fuck? What's this? Intricate gear mechanism. There's a metal gear in place with a hand crank to make it turn. There's a passage on the other side of this wall, but it's blocked by a hatch. Okay, well, I know where that leads, at the very least. Do I need to... Access to the monks' living quarters is strictly forbidden. But didn't they sleep in their cells? Oh? It's stuck. I should probably take it and find a way to fix it. Alright. Rotating shaft designed to work with a crank. How is it stuck? Does it need oil? A rotating gear designed to work with a crank. It's really rough and rusty. I doubt it'll work in this condition. How do I, this? Combine? No? I thought maybe the alcohol would take the rust off. But maybe oil instead? What is that? Oh, that's a door, dumbass. It didn't look like a door on the map. Why is the game suddenly running at 30 FPS? It's suddenly running like really shit. I still have the FPS counter up. It's not like it can't hit. Like, my system isn't breaking. Sweat. Is that why? Was it pending that? Get out of here. God, I forgot how loud this game can get and why I have it so quiet.
Take me. Where?
Oh, where would they have wanted to take me? Oh, I wonder. Why the fuck? Why is the game running like shit all of a sudden? Hold on. It's using like 30% of my GPU. Okay, game. Whatever. It's so frustrating when games like just run like shit because they're so poorly optimized. I guess I can turn these down. Hi. I didn't change the language. It is running at exactly the same frame rate as before. That did not change a goddamn thing. Alright, well, you know what? If it's gonna run like shit no matter what I do, I might as well make it look good. It's cinematic. No, damn it. It doesn't want me to restart the game, does it? I don't think so. Anyway, where's that oil bucket? It was, back here. That is not a door. I'm assuming this is what I need to do with it, is like, give it the good old Duncan. Lubricated gear. The gear is ready to be used. Nice and wet. Wet metal. And soaked. Just trying to remember which way to go. I'm assuming that's a cabinet for hiding. But I should probably check it anyway. Get it in there. Stick that wet gear in the slot. Again, what possible purpose could this have? Like,
I can get through now,
what is this for?
unless it all caves in.
You know what we need? We need a random hatch that opens and closes behind this wall for some reason. It's the rat tunnel. You gotta give the rats a tunnel. Why is the game running at 20 FPS? I don't understand. Is it the anti-aliasing? I didn't turn that down. Visual cues when listening. Oh. No, that's fine. Maybe it's anti-aliasing. No, it's not the anti-aliasing. Now it's running at 20 FPS. Good. Cinematic. That's all the settings I got, and I'll just deal with it. It's fine. Like, it wouldn't bother me if it was at least running at 30, but I'm seeing it dip to like 18, 20. And that is slightly frustrating. I blame Windows for anything. Alright, time to go crawling. The tunnel is open now. I wonder if I should go in there. It is the rat tunnel. That's where the rats go. What happened to the weird faceless man? ActiveX is always on.
That tunnel seemed about to cave in.
Ah, you'll be fine. They left an open book here. The ink has gone dry. I would feel extremely vulnerable hiding here, but if I had no other choice. A rather large antique oven. Someone must have lit it, but the flames seem to have died down. What is that? Oh, that's both sides of the table. I don't see anything I can take. It's filthy and covered in mold. Oh, good. It's a fucking morgue? Yep. There's a key here, surrounded by human remains. Oh, I'm sure we'll be fine. That's a cool key. Although it looks like it would snap at the slightest turn. The key is surprisingly heavy for how small it is. I don't need to touch any more bones. Pile of unused firewood, damp and swollen. I don't think Husher chopped it up. December 12th, 1912. He has been purified. I have nothing to fear. His bones will turn to dust in that oven, for I will not allow him to be taken elsewhere. This should suffice. To silence the voices. All is well. I have nothing to fear. All I must do is finish his altar and keep calm. I must not be afraid. My faith must not falter. Fuck. The shelves are about to collapse. Well, why don't you fix it? Chairs piled hastily together. It looks like they were trying to get them out of the way. It's kind of hard to run around in here. It's too tight of a space. The door is already open. Wait, what? Okay, then open it. What? Why? Okay. I don't know why it felt the need to tell me it was already open instead of just opening it. I'm assuming I can open this now. Oh, I can't. What is this, Mortuary Assistant? What is that game? I keep hearing about it. Oh, no.
That has to be Husher. I need to find a way to get up there.
New Cloister. Alright, this is the one that Husher was running around, right? I think. I like the snow sounds when he walks. Alright, let's try this door. Door is locked. They keep implying that there's supposed to be a key for them, but when Husher was running around, there was no key. Looks like the monks boarded this door up. Did it do them any good? There's a lock on here. What's it made of? Pewter, maybe? Am I supposed to melt the locks down or something? Well, you see, you have to understand that gallium dissolves aluminum, so you gotta get some gallium and put it on the lock. It's locked. You got dead bodies, and you gotta get them nice and pretty. That seems nice. Seems like a fun time. Okay, I remember all this. This is where Husher was running around. There should be like a, not a kitchen here. This was the pipe room. Was this a kitchen? These buckets must have overflowed hundreds of times. Both the plumbing and the water taps are really in bad shape. Nothing interesting out there. Hopefully this isn't too, like, rehashy of Chapter 3. I liked Chapter 3. At least on that... The part with Chapter 3, that was the one... Oh, this is the fucking disgusting toilet room where Husher stuck his entire arm into this, this feces hole. Through the small hole, I can see running water flowing under the toilets. An unsightly mess of rags and filth. Hope this nasty piece of cloth comes in handy at some point. Yeah, that's what Husher took out. Is it really necessary to have so much piping in such an old installation? Wonder if the monks like to read in the loo. Those poor books. Why that noise? The box is covered in old stains and splatters. It's fine. You're gonna be okay. Do I actually need to hide, or... I don't think so. Okay, we're done? Thank you. Boom, 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 boom. Well, there are doors down here. How long has this pot been here gathering water? None of these better have shadow monsters in it. This is the kitchen. Well, not a kitchen, but it's like a thing that Husher lit.
Husher must have been here.
The brazier is lit. If I could, I'd stay here and let the cold seep from my bones. I already did, like, all of the puzzles that he did, so getting up to him shouldn't be hard if I just need to remember where to go. If a small leak is the only issue after all this time, those are some pretty decent pipes. I need this. A large pair of bellows. They're old, but I think they should work. I can stoke away fire with this beauty. There's room under this table for me to hide. A set of large clay vessels. I wonder if the monks used those things to wash up. Alright, there was a bellow in here. Bellows? Bellosian. Okay, that's locked. The wood on this door is swollen. Okay, what did I need bellows for? The oven from earlier. Where is that? Oh, fuck, where was that? Was that back here? I think it was in here? Yes? Yes. I could stoke the fire with the bellows, but right now it wouldn't help much. If I want to burn something, I'd have to put it in there first. Do I need to burn this? I don't see why I'd want to burn that. Well, you fucking... What else are you gonna do with it? Well, what do I need to burn, then? No? Ah! The button configuration in this game is so weird. Still not used to it. I like the noise that these things make. The... Well, if I don't need to burn this, then what the hell do I need to burn? Can I just open this? Yep. So I haven't got a key. Where have I not looked? I do have a key. I'm fucking stupid. I have a key. It's sitting in my inventory. Pewter key. I was just ignoring the fact that I had it. There was a door that said it was pewter. Which door was that? Was that this one? Pewter. Use. The door opened. I don't need the key anymore. Watch it kill me instantly. We're good. A. Hedge trimmers. Pruning shears. A large pair of gardening shears. They're still nice and sharp. Also this. The tapestry is frayed and falling apart. But quite pretty. It must have been valuable in its day. I'm not a fan of that hole in the wall. Piled books among the debris. The place is in ruins. Hey, no! Don't do that. No. A handwritten note. Can't quite make out what it says. I'm almost glad I can't. That's a corpse. That is a person. Can't believe what I'm seeing. What the hell is this place? It's only gonna get worse. They weren't stupid they weren't stupid superstitions. This place is just like they said. I can't remember where I sneaked in through the walls, and now I keep pacing down the same empty corridors again and again. I should have listened to the villagers and stayed away from this place. I feel like my mind is slipping into the abyss. I hear something break the silence of these halls. Something like the swishing of robes around me. It seems to come from all places at once, but when I raise my lantern, I see nothing. And yet when I put it back, the sound returns closer than before. Damnation, have I gone mad? This is where they must have wrung out their robes. Holy shit. Shit plus shit equals shit. The song from the music box and the broken mirrors. There's no doubt they go hand in hand. Moldy books rotting away. Bibles and diaries, to be exact. Multiple bibble. Alright, that's opened up now. There's something... What's that hole? Can I go in here now? Oh my god, I can. This is an awful idea. A water shutoff valve. It must control the pipes that lead to that tank. Sealed wine bottles. Considering how long they've been here, its contents must be a little more than sewage water. It looks like a press of some sort. I wonder if they also made wine here or they used it for something else. I'd say this down here is the tank's drain pipe. Or one of them, at least. I was wondering what the fuck he was talking about with the tank. That's a key. I need that. What a sight. I need to fill this.
How did that poor man end up there?
I need to fill this so I can get the key, don't I? Looks like some kind of manual for brewing beer. Oh, that drains it. Okay, so I need to fill it with water, I think. Handwritten notes. The ink is too faded for me to read them. I'm sure Sophie would figure out a way to see what it says. Crinkle. 4 keys and 4 locks. Our barrier between life and death. 4 brothers and 4 bonds, resisting to suffer the same fate. The prior within himself insists the abbot trusts a figure, Victorino, where the air is thinner, and I, in the abyss. We locked up our brothers without trace of kindness. We trapped them, the others, because they found the madness. There's no "the" in there. And we, what have we lost? Did we leave behind our sanity? Dear brothers, forgive us, for we may have lost all humanity. I don't like it when poems don't rhyme. Oh shit, I cut him off. This is definitely the same door that was at Husher's house, locked with 4 locks. Well, fuck. Alright, well, I know where I need to go, at least. And I know where one of the locks, or keys, is. How do I get this to fill? Piss. You have to piss, Daniel. You have to pee in the pit. It's the only way. I imagine they use this tank to ferment beer. Oh. They must have worked here, with all these books and containers. Squeak. What is this? Looks like one of those gadgets used to distill alcohol. A still? It's very old, but maybe it works. Do I... What? What the fuck? Okay. Distilled alcohol. A bottle of ethyl alcohol. I think I was supposed to do it so that it doesn't steam. I don't know. Okay, that was the bottle of alcohol. It just kind of did it on its own. I'm sure I could burn it somewhere. That's the only thing I should ever use alcohol for. Why would I need to burn it? Like, do I use it as the fuel to burn something else? And old still. I've seen more recent ones in museums we visited with Sophie. Bottles with what must have once been alcoholic beverages. Okay, well, that's a dead end. Alright, this is cool. The title ain't lying. Mash A to survive. Mash B to survive.
They wanted to take me. Where?
Oh, they just wanted to go on vacation with you, man. You ever been to a convention before? They wanted to go there. Let them buy anime figures and video games. Alright, what do I need to do with this alcohol? I'd say this down here is the tank's drain pipe. What am I doing with this? Use? I'm gonna rinse the rags. I think. Maybe? What did I do? Okay, I blocked the drain pipe. Oh, I see. So the lever does fill the tank. I just needed to block the drain. He said something. I don't know what it was. Give me the key. Iron key, covered in rust. This is not the key for the door upstairs. It's not as rusty as one would expect.
After all these years, he's still holding on to the key.
The way this game goes sometimes, I just randomly expect to die. Like, I'm gonna walk around a corner, there's gonna be a monster, it's gonna kill me. Okay, so there are several locked doors. There was one over... No, what?
What the hell?
Do I need to be worried about that?
The fuck?
What? What are you... The fuck? Oh no, wait. What the fuck is this? They're coming to get you. Only the mirror can reveal them. Turn the mirror using left stick. Once you see them, you have to finish them off by focusing the light from the lamp on them. To do so, hold down right trigger. If you take too long, they'll try to escape. Don't let them out of your sight or they'll attack you from behind. What is this? Okay, I'm understanding. It's like playing Wind Waker. It's a little floaty with the controls.
Fuck, were those fucking monks from the Abbey? How is that even possible?
I was gonna say, if that's gonna be like a new mechanic that I have to worry about while running around, no. No game. Bad. Bad game. Bad dog. Silver plate? It's not gonna be this one, obviously. Not the right key. Okay. There was only like 1 or 2 doors with the iron plate, right? I can't see a goddamn thing. Okay, I managed to open the door. Oh, they're actually labeled. Like, they have the shapes on top of them. That's cool. So it's this door up here. Right? Yeah. To hell with that. Okay, Husher was in here earlier. Why was this locked? Actually, maybe he wasn't. I don't know. This seems familiar. Yeah, no, he was here. I see one of the cloisters from here. It hasn't stopped snowing. The Song of Evil Within. Okay, that's a silver lock. I don't like this hallway. I remember this area. Jars containing all sorts of herbs and powders. Definitely just that. Nothing else. What is this? What the fuck is it? Loose parts. Several parts made of metal. What? How do I put these pieces together? It looks like some kind of like you attach that weird flanged thing to the top. Can you see my cursor? No. Like maybe you like get a spring on it. I don't know. Probably treatises on medicine. Wait, what? There's a body under these. These are bodies. It must have been the chemist. At least they had the decency to cover up his body. Do I need to do this again? The lever appears connected to a plumbing system. Okay, maybe not. More? How could I put these pieces together? Can hide under this thing if things get dangerous. Jars with associated plants. Assorted plants. I wonder if they could come in handy somehow. Different utensils surely used for making medicine. The little burner is on. It must have been Husher. What was he going to do with it? I'm not sure what the hedge trimmers are for. The garden shears. Is this door really clear? I don't believe you. The door that leads to where I need to go is locked. With, I'm probably not getting in there. There's a key inside that woman's body. He must have swallowed it. I don't like this, but I'm gonna do it. If I have to split his ribs open. I want to grab that key. Jesus. Yes, so use this. Okay, I guess he doesn't want to cut the ribs. I hear their screams. They haunt me. They claw desperately at the door, trying to get out. But are they even themselves? At night, I can hear them crawling on top of each other on the other side of the door. In fear, it might give way. They beg, wail, and weep. The things they say must never leave that hall. Even if they manage to escape, what good would it do them? I, too, am trapped. I can't open the passage from this side anymore. I must not let them get my key, for they would be one step closer to leaving. And then God Almighty grant me the strength to avoid it, no matter the cost. I must hide the key far from their ghastly hands. I shall hide the key where no one can find it, not while I still draw breath. May God have mercy on our souls, all of them. Oh, God! Oh, my God. All right. That's new. That was a very long arm. No. So far, it's just been, like, Black Ooze Zombie Man. Not Dead Space Monster. Jars with ointment and a mortar for making them. Okay, I'm missing parts, right? I have no idea how to do that. Okay, I need parts, please. Was there another puzzle in here? Wait. Why is there, like, a thing here? Oh, this is a puzzle. What? What? What the fuck? Diatia Prunus. I'm taking a screenshot of this because I can barely fucking read it. Put it on that monitor. What the fuck? This can't be right. I think I messed up. I have to try again. Okay, so... What the fuck does this even... I can't read this. It's so hard to read this. Oh, no. C is Philogos. One Dambra? What is Dambra? Huh? Menlensius. Melensius. Oiaprunus. Okay, if I could just, like, read it, that would help. I can barely even see the one on the top left. What does that even say? Caritos? Haritos. Diomthos. What the fuck? No. What even is that an F? That's an F. F is, Ambrinus. It looked like a P. Prunus. Philogos. Well, we don't have any Philogos. I only got, F... E? What is that? Is that an E? What the fuck is that? Oh, no, I do. That's C. Or is that E? Is it C? I think it's an E. It looks almost identical. Learn how to read the stream. What is the goal of this puzzle? I don't understand. Do I not have the any way to do this yet? One half Naritos with... What? I can't think. This can't be right. I think I messed up. I don't understand what even the goal is. I'm gonna leave. Fuck you. No. You're not gonna make me read. I don't know how to do that. I refuse. Who knows why they would board up the window? Husher must be right there on the other side of this wall. If only I could crawl through this hole. What if you just shouted? Just be like, hey, Husher! I'm here! I'm your friend! I'm trying to help you! I guess they're... Do they even know each other? I don't think so. And then again, maybe yelling's a bad idea. I can't turn. Because, like, you know, monsters. Big scary. Okay, there's one more thing that this iron key is for, and I'm gonna go look at it. Because fuck plant puzzle. Trying to make sure there's no other keys in here, or doors that need key. I'm pretty sure this is the last one. Alright, what does this lead to? Chapter house? What? Wait, what is this? A dead monk. It looks like he was guarding a key. I'll take that. Silver key. The silver is dirty and cracked, but the rest of the alloy seems to have held up nicely. The cold in this place sends a chill down my spine. When I find Husher, I need to thank him for lighting that brazier. Brazier. What's that noise? That hat-like thing with a cross on top must have belonged to the abbot. Sophie taught me that these were called triptychs. Triptychs? Soph, I hope you're all right. Where is she? Someone blocked the door with a wooden plank. It shouldn't be too hard to remove it. I'm gonna regret removing it, aren't I? I'm going to instantly die?
What the hell? Why did they block this door?
Oh my god, this place is huge. What the fuck? There's like double the size of the area. What's that noise? Oh dear. The grave covers don't seem to be sealed. Well, go on. Pick them up. Take them off. Oh, this whole area is massive. Whoa, 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 hold on. There's so much rust, the key just won't budge. I can't open the gate with this. Okay, I need to get that key out of there. Somehow. Trees and roots have grown so much that they've completely shut off the door to the crypt. Alright, I'm hoping that's not important. What is that noise? Okay, this is where I just was. No, there's got to be a reason for coming down here, right? Other than the silver key. Although I guess the silver key is kind of important. It loops around. I can't go that way. Can I go up and around? I'm really not a fan of that noise. I'm sure the door is locked shut. Why wouldn't you even check? I mean, you might as well. The statue of a weeping angel. Pretty common in graveyards. The gate is stuck. I can't get through here. Okay, it'd be cool if these were, like, putting markers down on my map instead of just not doing that, you know? The wheelbarrow is full of sharp tools, axes, handsaws, and such. They're all rusty and full of dark stains. I'm gonna go in here. Some must have belonged to someone in... Okay, I'm gonna assume the game just crashed. Yeah, that's feeling like a game crash. The abbot, most likely. There's a bronze lock on the door. Well, that's cool. Yeah, the game died. Great. Yep, okay. That's cool. Good game. Very well optimized. Beep, beep. Can't believe they tried to get you to read the Necronomicon that requires first-grade reading comprehension. Hopefully it didn't throw me back too far with that. Okay, that's literally where I was just standing. I had Soma crash on me the moment I got control. Terrible start. Really? I've had... Oh, hey, it didn't throw me that far back at all. I had Soma crash on me. It never crashed, but I've had issues with it when it first came out. It's not the most well-optimized game. Gonna crash again. The abbot, most likely. There's a bronze lock on the door. Did you see how when I checked the door, I was gonna point out that something red turned on in there? There is a red. The game is running at a higher FPS than it was before, too. Maybe there's some weird fucking memory leak. I don't know. Why doesn't anybody know how to make video games? Evil Within, I'm looking at you. Those three statues seem to observe me from above, as if trying to decide if I deserve to go on. Hey, I'll take the game crashing over OBS crashing any day of the week. Of forever. Never let OBS crash again. Please. Okay, well, it seems the only thing I'm here for is, at least for now, is the silver key. I don't know why I'm so bad at navigating. I'm, like, really bad at it. It's him! That's the guy that I saw earlier. He's somehow less scary now. Like, now that he's in front of me and less of a, like, a unseen force, he's less freaky to me. Yep. Yeah, see, when they vanish like that, they just look like cartoons.
What the hell was that?
Must be locked. Alright, well, I have the silver key now. Anyway, you gotta drag the completed game file into the folder called Done Game and upload it to Dropbox. I'm assuming this is for the silver key. I don't remember how many doors for it there were, but there's one upstairs. That I remember. Okay, this goes into the scriptorium, which... Was that in here before? There's enough space for me under the table. No, I wasn't. What is this? Oh, God. Reading. Brother Victorino won't stop uttering blasphemies, and I know he will oppose to reopening the hallway where we locked in our brothers. But I also know that he hid the key in the thurible... The what? I only need to access it. I do not know what happened to our prior, Father Malaquais, but I suspect The abbot locked him in his room, leaving him with only one possible exit, the door that leads to the cells. Perhaps if I open the passage, I could liberate him and convince him of amending the atrocity we have committed. He is a kind and reasonable man, or he was before the concert. God Almighty, please protect us. Every person who attended that cursed event has gone mad. Our abbot, Father Agauno, most of all. At night he sings the psalms, but his tune warps into one that resembles the melody played by the musicians before that fateful night. No matter where I may be, the twisted echoes of his chant fly over the graveyard and reach me. I must speak to him, convince him of giving me his key, or find a way to get a hold of it. Dear Lord, please grant me the strength to face him. Is this book copied by hand? At least that's how it seems in the beginning. Wait. The last page is different, and what it says makes no sense at all. Do you want to read it out loud, friend? Do you want to share with the class? Bronze lock. Alright, that's the next one. Is that the one that's in the dude's chest cavity? Somebody never got around to finishing their work. The floor is covered with scattered books and sheets of paper. Were they looking for something? Oh. A fuel-burning source of lighting. Combined with this. Hey! Lantern filled with ethyl or alcohol. That won't work. Think, Daniel. What's the lantern for? We had a lantern earlier. Why didn't you just keep that one? Okay, that opens to there. There was a silver key use elsewhere down here, or was that the only one? There is another. It's right there. I'm already unable to keep track of anything. Anywhere. It was this door, right? No. Next over. Okay, there's one more door for it after this, and that's upstairs. Check that last. There's all kinds of things here, as if they had just filled in the gaps without much thought. 5th of December, 1912. Brother Ernio has forsaken sanity. Another tragedy in the long list of misfortunes that have befallen us. How far must we stray in the face of such calamity? Ernio wanted to open the door, gather the keys once again to open the gate and free them. I understand his compassion, far from the other brothers. I only hear their screaming in my dreams, but he must hear it day and night. And such horror must have broken him. When he came to see me, to tell me what he wanted, I had to do it. If we are to be saved, I cannot waver. I dragged his body into an empty sarcophagus, following the Reaper's orders. Now only God and death know the way to his key. Cool, murder, that's great. The labels on these bottles of wine have faded completely. Granary. Looks big enough for me to fit inside. Oh, good. A scroll filled with macabre drawings and words in Latin. Sacks and barrels apparently full. I doubt there's anything still in good condition. A pot. I think it's copper. The bottom is blacker than coal. I feel like that's significant. The shelf looks pretty rickety. I better be careful. Shit, a dead soldier. Looks like a paratrooper. Now that I think of it, aren't we in Normandy? How can he still be here? He's got a caber. The poor guy still has his equipment. That's terrible. But I could really use that spade. Should I take it? A World War II soldier's spade. It belonged to a World War II soldier. What a disturbing thought. The soldier was carrying other things. I could use the grenade hanging from that chest strap. Although I'm afraid of grabbing it. Yes, I feel like it's gonna kill me. Yep, I saw that coming. He didn't even touch it. Are those grenades that volatile? I don't think so. You know how many times I see people pick up, like, random unexploded ordnances and post it online? What is this thing? I found it in my backyard. It's just a fucking landmine. Or like a mortar shell that didn't explode. Alright, well, we're not gonna touch the grenade. But I will take the shovel. Now, what do I need the shovel for exactly? I'm not going to use it on the pot because, like, straight up, I couldn't interact with it at all. There was one last area for the key. And I don't fucking... It's there? You can't... I'm going to try to put it in the middle. That light on the screen there, it's this one. Like where the light is. And those are all the bronze keys. Alright, let me go back upstairs. It's going to make me do a plant puzzle. I don't want to do that. No, I don't wanna. Oh, it was on this side. Okay, that key's done. Oh, this is big. The image of a saint next to a cross that might be made of silver. They spared no expense when it came to decorating this place. Victorino, 7/12/1912. Nothing in the Holy Scripture can describe that place. I see it every night. And every night it's different and unrepeatably perverse. That impossible color, the horrible eclipse to gleam up in the skies. My mind is broken. Not even the devil would be capable of such deviousness, for he would howl in terror if he saw what I've seen. Pure horror. Death and eternal oblivion sound like sweet salvation compared to this. If upon taking my own life, I awake tortured in a sea of flames, I will shed tears of relief. It was a suicide note? Ah! Fuck off.
What? What is that?
Oh, hey, I got the metal. 3 sets of metallic spare parts. Wait, what? I don't have the parts anymore? Hold on, wait, what happened to the parts? Did I die? I must have died and not picked them up. When did that happen? No, I left. I had them. What? They were in here, right? Huh? Wait, where? Am I blind? Oh, they combined into one. Okay, I see now. I think I gathered all the decent-looking pieces. How could I put them together? Okay, I thought I lost the other two. What is the lantern for? I'm trying to think of something that would let me, put it together. I don't know, a screwdriver? Just put it together. It's not that hard. Old medicine. I'm afraid to think of what I'd be inhaling if I opened up one of those jars. Not a fan of the infirmary. That's disgusting. They must have used this bucket as a toilet. What even is this? I can't see. I see a shitty wheelchair. More bodies. It's all so unfathomable. And everything that happened here. Looks like an improvised place of prayer. That's a lot of crows. I'm not liking that. To think they used to operate on people with this. A workbench. I could assemble some kind of tool here. Oh, really now? Oh, I actually have to manually, like, put it together? Oh, dear. It looks like some kind of saw. What? Huh? Oh god, you can turn them over too. Oh no. Oh dear. This? What even is this? They're actually making me figure it out on my own. How dare they? If I could get, like, one of them put down, that would make things easier, I think. But, like, it won't let me? Like this? What is this? I don't even know what this tool is. What? Okay, well, no, not that. It looks like these go on either side? What this? Yes, make more noise, please. Like here? What? This? Okay, maybe I need to place them on top of the what? Do I need to do this? I'm fumbling with this more here than I would in real life. Where does this go? Okay, so that's like... No? What? What even is this thing? Again, it looks like some kind of weird saw. Like a bone saw or something. But it's also got a pressure gauge on it? Okay, maybe this goes like here. I'm thinking either the piece you were holding or the dude with 2 arms. Wait, what? Piece I was holding? I've hold on all of them. This one? I'm assuming it needs to go onto this thing. But it... Okay, wait, that's progress. I did that by accident. Yeah, I'll take that. Okay, so... Like this? How did I do that? I can't even pick it up anymore. Okay, so that's definitely what I was supposed to do. Does it go... Is it like a sliding mechanism? Or... Can you undo it? I don't think so. Oh, I can. I can undo it. Okay, so that's definitely supposed to go on top. Like that. The tolerances are kind of tight. Okay, so... Where does this go, then? Is this supposed to go here? One with 2 arms. How does this go on? That almost looks like the final piece here. Like this thing. Because those bolts go in and then you're done. This is very confusing. That goes on there. Does the handle go on next? What are you making? I have no idea. Some kind of saw, I think, for cutting open a guy's rib cage, but I'm not certain on that. Where would this even go? I'm most confused about this thing. Wait. No. Okay. Okay, I only have one piece that I know how to put on, and that's this thing. Is it like a rail? Like, does this go in here? No? Like, it looks like it might be able to slot in or something, but it just doesn't. What? I'm so confused. Is this thing hollow? No. What is it? What does it want me to do? I don't understand. Does this go here? I tried that. This doesn't make any sense to me. Okay. Don't put that thing down. I've tried literally every single fucking possible combination I can think of, I think. Because my thinking is like, okay, I'm using this as a cursor now. Like, the bone saw goes lengthwise like this, right? So the handle should be over here. So but it just... I have Googled, should I hint? Yes, please hint. Please to hint, thank you. Like this? There's like a weird, like, divot for it that looks like... But it doesn't fit there, so... Like this way? The long, windy thing with the handle at the end. One of the two. What? There's something on my glasses. Long, windy thing with the handle on the end. There's two of those. So, one of these two. So, I've tried multiple different permutations of, like, putting this thing on here. Right? I fucking tried that. Okay, alright. I'm like 100% certain that I already tried that, but okay. Okay, maybe it's this thing next. Okay, that is not what's next. Is it this thing next? The saw is next. Okay, where the hell does it go? Like this? These crows are not helping. Not the saw. Saw is not next. Is it this thing? I tried this thing already, but I'm gonna try again. Like, is this thing on the table part of the tool? It has to be, so... Like, I thought it was mounted onto the table at first. Like this. Okay, maybe it's not that? Is it this thing? Doesn't seem like it. It is the weird double bar thing. Where does it go? These crows. Like, it looks like it should fit on top of it, but it doesn't. It's just like, ha, no. I swear to God, I've tried putting this thing down like 100 times now. Like, it doesn't go that far over there. There's a hole on this end. The tiny thing sticking out on the top right. What does that slot into? Facing up? The round bit is to the right. So like this? Like this. It's not... It's not shutting down! It's not... What? Like this? Okay, it is a sliding mechanism. I just needed to get it in, like, the right spot. I'm dropping frames. I'm gonna break you, router. Stop that. Okay, I just needed to get it in the right spot then. Okay, so this probably goes like this then, right? No? I'm still confused as to what I'm even making in the first place. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, again, I know it's some weird saw thing, but I have no idea what it's even supposed to look like. Maybe this thing next? No? Really? Okay, it has to be the saw next. Or this thing, maybe. Where does this even go? Is it a crank? Wait. It's a crank. I thought it was like a gauge or something. Wait, so does this go like this then? Does that need to go on next, or... What? Put that back. Does the handle need to go on first? That doesn't seem right. Long bendy one is next. What? Where does this thing go? I'm understanding... Okay, hold on. Put that back. I'm thinking this needs to go, like this. No? Really? Because it's like a crank. Okay, I was right. I was totally right. I still have no idea what the fuck I'm making. So this goes over here. Okay, that makes sense. And then this goes here. And what is this for? Here? I'm trying to figure out, like, where this thing goes. Does it not go here? It's seeming like it doesn't. Did I put things together the wrong way? Like, is this supposed to go on before the one underneath it? That doesn't seem right. Okay, is this supposed to go on before it? Like here? Okay, so no, I didn't mean to take that off. Fucking... Okay, this goes on first. Then this thing. How the hell does this thing fit in? I don't. Okay, maybe it goes on last. I'm feeling like that's wrong, but maybe it goes on last. The top part goes over the hole on the right. Like this? What? Wait, what? That doesn't make any sense to me. Why does it look like that? Oh, it's not a saw. It's like a winched, like, spreader. It's gonna spread. Why does it... That looks so weird. It took me a while, but I managed to put it together. That doesn't look normal, but okay. A medical instrument designed to separate the edges of incisions or hold back bones and organs. What the hell is this? I guess it's a surgical, like, separator. It look... I thought it was gonna be a saw. It looks like a... Looks like a car jack or something. The blades on this thing are surprisingly strong. Right. Okay, well, that's cool. It's a stupid-looking tool, but I got it done. I thought we were making a sweet Victorian steampunk crossbow. If only. Imagine if this man could defend himself in any capacity, instead of just being like, "Oh no, the walls are shaking!" I can't even look at the map, I just gotta sit here and wait. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yep. Why was there like a gulping sound in my ear? Did you hear that? It went like... That wasn't me. That was like the game doing that. Where's that body? Do we remember? Is that back upstairs? It was, Fuck, where was it? I think it was back up there. Yeah, I need to go back up. It was this way, right? Maybe. I don't fucking know. Yeah, oh my god, the frame rate. Yeah, it was like this dude. Why the frame rate die, though? There's a key inside that body. Why did he turn sideways? I didn't tell him to do that. You see, all of this could have been avoided if he just used the shears to cut the ribs off. No, instead I gotta spend a half hour making this stupidly overcomplicated tool.
Oh, God.
Prior's ornate key. Okay, I thought this was gonna be the brass key. It is not. A yellowish key that belonged to Father Malaquis, Prior of Saint Cecilia. This key has been inside a person's body for more than 80 years. Do I need to pick that back up? The retractor broke. Good. Broken surgical retractor. Medical instrument designed to separate edges of incision. Okay, why do I have it? One of the blades is broken. If only I could find a replacement. Why does it matter? This is for that door that I need to go to, right? I thought it was here. It's not. I guess that door just isn't openable. I gotta do the plant thing now, don't I? What was Husher going to do with it? What are these for? Nice and sharp. There's, like, too many different puzzles going on at once. I am confused. And I still haven't found out what to do with this. One Philokos. I don't have C. Okay. Am I supposed to make these? But, like, how do I make them? Dianthos. That's not an ingredient. What is Dianthos? F and E. There is no F? Well, yes, there is. F and E. I did it. I messed up. I'll have to try again. I don't understand what I'm looking at here. I don't understand the goal. I don't understand how to read this shit. Oh, no, Dianthos. Bringus and Zesticus. I need Bringus. What am I trying to make? Dianthos. Ambrinus. F. And Zev something. F and B? What? Is it everything? Am I trying to make it all at once? Maybe turn the page, dipshit. Wow, like, my eyes are just crossing looking at this. I can't fucking... Melenzinus. Donthos. Two Donthos. Diontos. One Prunus. So two Diontos. So one... This isn't even showing up in the guide I'm looking at. I'm looking this up because I need to see what this is. It's so confusing to me. Song of Horror Plant Puzzle. Neo Seeker. Where's the part where it talks about the plants? Where's the part where he talks about the plants? Herb puzzle? Okay, well, I mean, I inadvertently just figured out what to do next by looking at the guide because I was trying to figure out what the fuck to do with this, but I'm ignoring it for now because apparently what I'm supposed to do is put the lit lantern into the bucket in the cloister. What? I guess. I didn't even think about that. Is it lit? Okay, do I need to light it? A real put the lighter in the spittoon moment. Good. Oh, it's just gonna make me do this sometimes. That's really cool. This is great. Wow, look at this. Just a week away. Only a week. It's so fucking sensitive.
Fuck, they're still here. After all these years, they're still here.
Like, you see I'm overshooting it like that? It's because it's too sensitive. I need to go to the old cloister. So I need to go the other way. Am I saying that right? Cloister, yeah. Cloister? I don't know. Cloister, the Pokemon? Kind of looks a little bit like a... I was really hoping that I would get the bronze key from that. Instead, now I am even more confused than I was to begin with. He keeps going the wrong direction. The bucket is tied to several pulleys. I could use it to lower something into the well. There's no flame in the lantern. I need to light it first. Well, what the fuck do you want? I need to light the lantern. How do I light the lantern? Where even would I? Do I need to go back to the fucking... He has a lantern. There are candles everywhere. But no. I gotta find some weird, unconventional way of doing it. Where was the thing where I could use the bellows to, I have no idea. I can't keep track of this shit. There's so many things. Ugh. Was it down here? Is this it? No. Right? What was in here? Death? No, not death. Okay, this was that winch room. Yep, I'm confused. No, there's more. Ah! God, why? It's just
Going crazy.
not even scary. Oh, that's all right. Yeah, that's Death Door. Forgot about the Death Door. Oh, God. Hint time? Yeah, go for it. Yes. Clunge Kai. Grab the lantern. Grab it? What do you mean grab it? Should last a good while. Oh. So this is how you light it. Okay. I forgot you could, like, interact with things that way in this game. Okay, now I can go put it down the well. Sorry, I had to blow my nose. I thought you left the lantern outside. Oh, I didn't even know you could. Can you? I don't think so. Excuse me? Oh, that's just a thing that can happen. Random violin. All right, put the lantern in.
See what's down there. It should be safe now, I hope.
Big, scary, dark. Where's Mithra when you need her?
All right, let's see where this takes me.
Don't worry. I'll protect you from the scary dork. Oh, good. This is great. Yep, I hate it. Nope.
Can't go back there. I can only push forward.
You can't go back. You're gonna have to, mate. The stairs must have been broken for ages. I can't go up this way. You really gonna tell me that you can't grab that ladder from there? Oh, fuck off. Something happened to this gate. It's really rusty, but this isn't sheer erosion. It's broken. Those roots are sprawling everywhere.
How long since someone came down here?
Yeah, no, I don't want to be down here. Someone really important must be buried here. Their tomb is in better shape than the rest. A statue of a brooding monk. How fitting. Oh, good. This is lovely. Somebody left some coins by this cross. You're not gonna take them? I guess he doesn't need them. There's nothing here other than bodies. Rusty key found in the catacombs. Yeah, catacombs is a good way to put this. Why is it under a well? And what is that fucking sound? Floating remains. This is grotesque. It's almost as if they made human soup. Could you imagine the smell? There's a sheet covering the body. I don't think this is one of the Abbey's older residents. Ugh. You really gonna rob a grave? Yes. You know, I don't think I want to go down this tunnel. I think we're going to save that tunnel for a couple minutes from now, because I want to see what's down here first. The noise isn't coming from this direction. Oh, hello. Holy shit. That's the weirdest thing you've seen down here? A body hanging? Okay, yeah, so this loops around. Okay, now we're gonna go this way. I'm gonna walk not fast. don't know what the hell is down here, but I really don't want to see it. This place is brimming with skulls and bones. No, not yet. Not yet. It can wait. Alright, that just loops around. Damn it. Let's go. Let's go. I hope the key is somewhere around. It is. That's the only use for that key. My frame rate is dying again.
What the?
Router! Stop!
How the hell am I supposed to get through there?
Router? Hey, router. Hey, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you if you don't stop it. Router. It wasn't having this issue before. That's what's so weird. Come on. Nope, it's still dropping frames. Is it my upload, or is it like maybe it's restream? Oh, it recovers the second I go to try and test the internet speed. Of course it does. Man, I love not being able to have hardwired access to the network. It's really great. No! How about you don't open that, actually? How can you even tell you're lagging? Second monitor? I have 3. And I can tell I'm lagging because OBS has a very bright, colorful indicator on the bottom right of its window that turns red anytime I start dropping packets.
I have to be careful with those levers. I can't let that thing catch up on me.
Okay, yeah, I would prefer if it didn't. Can it even get out right now? I can't really tell. It seems like a no, though. As long as I, don't let it out, I'm fine, right? That's my thought process. This is cool. This is just like that one part in Kingdom Hearts. What the fuck? Several blocks of stone have fallen to the ground. I can see the walls are full of skulls. How many people are buried here? I don't want to fucking let it out. That seems like an awful idea. But do I have to? How do I do it without me dying? Maybe I need to do it and then make a run for it? We're gonna find out. No, we're not. It's not gonna let me. Is it because the gate's in the way? thing I'm trying to get to is right there. Okay, well, this just boxes me in. So, we don't want to do that. How do I go about this? And I for sure can't let it out. No. Okay, what if I do this? It's basically a giant sliding puzzle, and I hate those. Why can't that move? I don't understand why that can't move. Okay, move. I can't move this back from here. I have to do it like this. I'm trying to figure out how I can, like, trap it or something, you know? The writer's confession. Sebastian P. Huscher's admission of guilt. I abandoned my family to their fate and lied to my old friend. Is that all I'm down here for? That doesn't seem right. There's something over there. Okay, well, this is still got me locked in. Do this, I guess. I don't think there's any restrictions on how it moves. Is the admission of guilt important? Why can't that move? There's another gate in the way? A floating body still inside its grave. At this point, I feel like I've seen it all. Does this move it? Okay. That's why I couldn't move, because there was a grate there. So I need to move this thing. How the hell am I going about this? I need to let this thing out. And I'm gonna do that by doing this. Yeah? Am I gonna be okay this way? I hope so, because I don't want to have to redo this. Okay, it's trapped now. In there. So it can't get out. Unless I let it out, which I'm not going to do. Was it that easy? Please tell me it was that easy. I feel like it's not. It's never that easy. It's not. I need to get that gate out of the way. Okay, so... if I... okay, I need to... the only way it can move is this, into this one. How do I get it into here without it killing me? I don't. The answer is I don't. I fucked up. What if I do this? Actually, let me do something. Wait, hold on. What if I... That actually might be what I have to do. So it's a little confusing, but I think I'm understanding. It's like I put it in the middle one and then I'm good? Yeah? It's not moving. Why ain't it moving? That's bad. It's supposed to move. Random? Is it because it's trying to get to me? Oh, that's a problem. Wait, no, it's not. There's another lever here, isn't there? Yeah. Ah. That did it. That did it perfectly. I don't know, these gates seem kind of flimsy. I feel like they shouldn't be, you know. So I still can't move this, though, right? No, that's still... Whoa! I don't know why he has to scream, though. Okay, so if it's here... If I just open this gate, it should stay there, right? Like, is it gonna swap? Okay, it's still in the one in the middle, right? Yeah. So, can I... Do I need to slide this one, too? I do. But, it was fine, and I did it, and everything's okay now. It's gonna break out. There are tons of human remains behind these walls. Add emphasis on A+2 strength modifier. Can we not do that anymore? No more well. I don't remember this part of the area. Where am I? I skipped dialogue by accident. Whoops. The chapter house. Why is this area so big? It's gonna be an insta-death nightmare. A series of religious items. A chalice, several Bibles, and some cups. Is a chalice not a form of cup? I don't like this. The Treasurer's Confession. Brother Victorino's admission of guilt. I lost faith. I renounced God and committed suicide. Am I supposed to use these for something? Gonna look in here. Please don't spawn something that murders me. A page with prayers in Latin. I don't understand most of it. And how do you know that they're prayers? Saint Cecilia Winter Concert. They never even got around to taking down these fabrics. I could have spent a year trying to open this door from the outside to no avail. Game is lagging again. That makes me think that something's about to happen. Bible with crossed out passages and notes by Brother Victorino. Treasure of St. Cecilia's Abbey. Nothing is true. We are alone. Alone and lost in the universe. There is no God, for God is nothing. God is but dust and dreams compared to the darkness I see. The devil is a child's fantasy. Hell is a parody. Please make this stop, no matter what it takes. That's cool, bro. What? It must be hard to hold on to certain beliefs when you suffer through the horrors I'm enduring. The same horrors the monks went through. I'm just curious about something. Hold on. Yeah, that does not raise the FPS even, like, slightly. Like, it is exactly the same. That's impressive. What if I change the render scale? %. Yeah, no, it's blurry as fuck and running at 40 FPS. That's so fucking weird. It's not like my processor is being used fully either. It's just like, I don't know. It just doesn't want to. I mean, whatever. It's fine, I guess. A religious painting. I'm sure Sophie would recognize it. Oh, a confessional. Breezed. The confessional looks pretty intact. There's nothing but darkness inside. Get in. An old confessional. There's a slit where you can post through written confessions. What is this? It's like several people tried to write on this at once, covering each other's handwriting. Why is that lit? There's a light coming from it. I hate that. A large tree has sprung amidst the ruins. Everything must have happened years ago. There are candles and offerings at the foot of the altar. You think someone got the pastor in a confessional with... Wait, what? You think someone got the pastor in a confessional with a D's nuts joke? My son. What is this for? It looks like this chain holds the incense burner in the air. Can I interact with it? No? I'll take that as a no. It looks like sacramental wine. The blood of Christ, or so they say. Maybe that'd make a good stream game. Ju-on. A tapestry with a wild floral motif. I could get it running in Dolphin, maybe. Maybe a good Halloween starter. Religious items for prayers and mass. Nothing surprising. Isn't that game, like, kind of boring, though? After... Oh, wait, what? That's the bronze key. Like, past its scare factor, I've heard people call it boring. I haven't had a drink since we arrived. I doubt that's the cause of what's happening to me. Although I could sure use a good tonic. That accursed melody. Wolfgang found the score in the library, among old scrolls and manuscripts from the ancient city. Sorry, I'm yawning. Of Byzantium. Byzantium. He shouldn't have been pursuing in the first place. It was written in Celtic. The Byzantine notation system, and none of these dimwits knew how to read it. I had to transcribe it on the usual stave so we could include it in our repertoire. It's an easy melody, uncannily hard to get out of one's head. Every time I rehearse on one on my own, it feels disturbing. Thoughts I don't dare confess start crossing my mind, and I feel a sense of unease. And yet every time I grab my violin, I play the song again. In group rehearsals, these effects seem to multiply. And although none of us will admit it, I can see the restlessness in their eyes. I cannot read. I feel both fear and curiosity thinking of the concert, of our joint performance, of the moment when the voices of the monks will invade the church halls. Yeah, whatever. Big scary music. Ooh, no. Everybody's dying. We got the monks locked up. Hey, look, there's a new, thing. I guess I'm gonna need to use this. Can I combine it without the workbench? Oh, that was simple. Why couldn't I do that in the first place? A medical instrument designed to separate edges. What do I need it for? Looks like a sermon. Did they ever give it? An abandoned painting. Left behind like a piece of junk. A telescope. One of the monks must have liked stargazing. Maybe he even studied astronomy. Well, I got the other flange. A piano, violin, and a harp. The patron saint of music, no doubt. Alright, I'm assuming that was the only purpose that this room served. Celtic and Byzantine. Dubious little creatures are Irish. Okay, this is open again. What was the point of me going down there again? It was, what did I even get? I got this. And I guess these confessions. I guess I'm able to spread bones again if I want to. Atmosphere and lore.
Damn. It's cold.
Oh no, it's cold.
It won't open.
Oh, now we're gonna stand here for 20 seconds. You know, this seems like a perfect time to indulge on, earthly desires. How about you heat up with some, Doritos Dynamitas? They're so good. Oh, that's delicious. See? Look at that. I do not know where my bag clip went. I gotta, like, shove this against something. There we go. Doritos, do it right. Please drink verification can to continue. Verification can confirmed. Please log in to Xbox Golden. Well, now what the fuck do I do? Oh, you know what I might need this for? This. You use it on this? Ah. There it is, the bronze key. I probably could have done that initially. Maybe not. Grab. I get the feeling if you try to do it first, he'll be like, it's too flimsy, it won't survive. A heavy key with a slight patina. The bronze finish has lost most of its original color. We got the bronze key. There are a decent amount of doors I can open now. Including that one all the way over there. Let's go back into where I was. I keep missing his dialogue because he's dumb and talks too much. Were keys usually made of bronze? Bronze is kind of a soft metal. It's not like gold or anything, but I don't know how, like, well that would hold up over time. Oh? What's this? Ah, mechanism of some sort. Looks like you can insert something as this part sticks out. Do I need to go back? It smells rancid in here. Must be something in those Amorphous oil. Perhaps. Perchance. Do you see that effect on the map screen? That's neat. I think I need to go back and get that piece. It's, all the fucking way down there. Unless there's another one. I've been streaming this for like 2.5 hours? What the... How? Okay, I want to go in here because it's in that room. Game do be lagging, game do be lagging. It's in this room specifically, too. It's here? Sometimes my brain, like, rotates the map in my skull. Yeah, give me that. I don't need to go through there anymore, so it's fine. I probably could have picked that up earlier, I just didn't notice. Bronze keys are usually decorational. Like, I can't expect that to hold up inside of a mechanism. This is the right way. Must I oil it again? Flexing of the church. Wow, look how rich we are. My glasses keep falling off of my face. I need to buy new ones, but I really don't feel like it. I'm probably just gonna glue these again. They keep falling apart. But I'm too cheap and lazy. Especially lazy, because I have to sit in a chair and they'd be like, 1 or 2, 3 or 5. How about you just give me the same goddamn prescription? Oh. What the fuck was that?
Right, something really heavy just crashed on the floor.
It won't let me interact with it anymore. 3D print a new frame. What the fuck was that? Something out here? Oh. It was for this thing. This chain holds that incense burner. I couldn't turn it from the other side. Where did it land? Down here? I'm assuming it fell on the ground. Yeah, here. Is this it? What? You put the fucking key in here? Key with an intricate design belonging to Brother Victorino, treasurer. Too many items. Or we got 2 of them. Oh, they actually, like, collect as 1 item. That's cool. 2 more. I can do something with the confessional? There's a slit where you can post through... Oh! Hold on. Should I pick up the card and keep a collectible for later? Yes. The door. The door. Right. I have another one. The darkness. These are some freaky tarot cards. I don't know what to do with them. Is it like the gumball machine from earlier? What are the cutters for? And what is the bellows for? Oh, yeah, this is just a collectible. Alright. What is the shovel for? Who wants to play Shovel Forge? Let me look at the map again. It's so hard to keep track of what's going on. I have the bronze key. There are other rooms I can go into. Let's focus on that. Let's go to the one in the graveyard. I'm sure that will end up perfectly fine. Nothing weird will happen. Nothing bad could possibly occur. There was another one that, like, enters into the graveyard as well, but... No. Now, whatever that clicking is, stop. I'm unconcerned about the other one that enters into the graveyard for now. I want to see what this is. Yeah, stop with the clicking? Not a fan? I managed to open the door. Oh, hello. What's up? Oh, look at this room!
Oh, whoa, holy shit.
This is great. Cool music. 25th of November, 1912. I ordered that all musical scores be burnt. We placed candles and lamps in each cell, to no avail, for the howling has not ceased. What kind of penance is this? What was our sin? We did nothing but sing. 29th of November. If something should happen to me, the key will be safe. No one must find it. I shall entrust it to Our Lady of Candles. December 8th. I must do something. I'm starting to lose my mind up in here. Locked up in here. Up in here. Hey, Princess Pennypocket, what's up? I must do something. I'm starting to lose my mind locked up in here. Every corner looks threatening, and every flicker of the candle makes me fear the darkness and what lurks in its depths. The brothers have asked about Areno, Victorino, and Malaquise. I think I'm saying that right, but I don't remember if... I can't recall a thing. When I close my eyes, I only see grotesque forms of writhing in the dark. What is happening to me? That's it. There's like an arrow pointing down, making me think that there's more to read. Is this such a great room that's running at 12 FPS?
Fucking mad.
What kind of psycho is capable of something like this? Penitent one. More victims. Shit, I hope they were dead before he... Hey, how about you pick up that axe? Why don't you pick that up and use it? You can use it to defend yourself. No, you're not going to do it? Okay. Human hands nailed to the wall. If this were a Resident Evil game, he would pick up the axe. A hand-carved figure of the Virgin Mary. I need to burn this. That's fucked up. I need to burn this, don't I? The wood is solid and robust. Wait, no, do I need to... I can't even pick it up. Combine? Cut? It doesn't seem like I can take it with me. That's interesting. I thought I was gonna have to burn it to get a key.
Hurry, get away from this mess.
Saw this coming. Alright, hopefully I don't die. I mean, it doesn't really matter that much, but, like... Why do these always take so long? Bruh. What the fuck? Okay. This is the worst part of this game. Why do these segments exist? I was hitting the buttons at the proper times. It's so confusing to me. Is it just like that tight of a tolerance? Like the idea is interesting, but like why does it take 3 minutes to do it? When your parents find out you are on your phone after 1 a.m. I want this picture in my room. How do I get this picture? Skip. Yes, thank you.
Oh, whoa, holy shit.
Okay, maybe it won't. Maybe it just won't do it again. I wouldn't be surprised if it were half RNG. To be honest, I think it actually is, and that's also annoying. Stone figure. I'm amazed at how much detail a stone sculpture can have. Why can't I take the sculpture with me?
My God.
Maybe I just won't have to deal with it this time. Like, it just won't happen? Yeah. I'll take that. I don't want to think about the horrors that must have taken place here. With the bed? More hands grabbing the door frame. This is no coincidence. Okay, well, you know what?
It's going to open.
I'll take the door. I'll take the door over the other thing. Mash A to win! I think it's getting more difficult. I mean, obviously,
Christ, that was
considering what happened like a few minutes ago, yeah, I think it is. Oh, if I die when I open this, I swear. Okay. Yeah, I forgot to check. Why can't I take these with me?
Oh, holy shit. What the hell is that?
Turn on the flashlight. That's not just a bunch of butchered human limbs. Shit, it's the black figure. The one I see as well. It is? I don't know, they all kind of look like just generic writhing masses. Wax figure of the Virgin Mary. A really robust wax figure. It is a statuette of the Virgin Mary. Why are there so many of these? Plaster figure. Hand-painted plaster figure of the Virgin Mary. It's light but pretty sturdy. Bronze figure. Why are there so many of these? I like the sheen on this one. The bronze finish has lost most of its original color. What is that? Someone left a rolled up piece of paper in one of the thing's hands. You're gonna die? I'm gonna take it. Oh, the abbot's confession. Father Agouno's admission of guilt. I let my children stray away. I cannot save them now. Only redeem them in the eyes of God. Okay, that's for the confessional, I guess. Is that all that I'm here for? I have to find Husher once and for all. I'm running out of time. My friends are in danger, and I need to put an end to this. Wooden, stone, and bronzed? There's probably a puzzle surrounding this? See, it would make sense if I could pick them up. Also, that is... The texture on this wax statue is kind of uncanny. It's, like, freaking me out how realistic it sort of looks. I can't use that here. I have a shovel, the confession. shears, the bronze key still, and the spade, and the bellows. Like, my thought process was I was going to take the statue with me and burn it. But not so simple. There's something here? Oh, it's this door. More hands grabbing the door frame. This is no coincidence. The fucking painting changed? No. Do you see that? Fuck, it's not possible. Oh, I hate that. I mean, it's the guy from earlier, like, with his mouth open. Happier and with your mouth open. Why is the frame rate so bad in here? Again, I'm going to open Task Manager. Yeah, it's not maxing out anything. I am confused. Is the game about to crash again? I feel like yes. It's part of the horror game aesthetic. Alright, well, I'm gonna go use the bronze key in that other area before the game crashes again. Am I supposed to do something with this? No. No, stop. Whatever's doing that, no? Oh, it's open! That's cool. Silent Hill had fog. This has low frame rate. It says it's running at 50, but it is definitely not running at 50. Oh, speaking of Silent Hill. What the fuck is this? There's rolled paper on the altar. Should I take it? The prior's confession. Blinded by fear, I abandoned all hope. What? What? Wouldn't you be freaked out if you saw a real human being moving at 10 FPS? That is true. It would be freaky. Why did I die? Oh, the game's running good again. There was a confession in there. How do I get that? It gave me a... Wait, do I have it? No? I guess it doesn't matter. Skill issue. You were alive too long. The game couldn't handle it. I can't open the gate with this. Why not? There's so much rust, the key just won't budge. I can't hit the chain until it breaks. I think you should be able to use it, but that's my opinion. Well, I have another confession. I guess I'll go use it now? Get in there. It wasn't far away, right? Yeah, it was like right here in the Indolene Chapel. Praetor Malthus. Look. Maybe I can get that confession by using the bronze key in that other room. I don't know. Go ahead and slide it in. What do you got? The door, the darkness, and the silence. Again, I don't actually think these serve any purpose, but I could be wrong. There's a bronze key right there in the scriptorium. Like, I can use it there. What the hell is that? That's... Oh, that also leads into the graveyard. That's what I was thinking about. Okay, so go this way. It's in here and then to the left. This one is long. Like, this one feels like it's gonna take forever. I'm like halfway done with it, and it's been almost 3 hours. I don't need the key anymore. That was the last use of it? Alright. What is in here? What's left of these books seems more elaborate than the rest. They were probably the best copies that they had. The warehouse lock is absolutely covered in rust. I need a corrosive substance to open it. And the Dialathagos blend would be perfect. After adding illegible name and cooking it. It grows everywhere. I need to cut some of its characteristic red petals, but they have yet to blossom. Red petals? Surely it doesn't have to do with that plant puzzle from earlier? The latch is totally rusted. Ah, shit. The latch on the door is jammed shut with rust. Well, these books seem like inventories or registers of some sort. I think I gotta figure out the plant puzzle from all the fucking where even is it? I don't want to go back down there. Here? I think it was up here. Yeah, it's that puzzle piece there. Well, I mean, I still don't know how to do it, so... Maybe I go back down into the crypt. That sounds like fun. Okay, so it's the dormitory. That's where the 4 keys go. But I don't have all 4 yet, so I can't do that. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that I'm missing. The bronze key is all used up, so that's obviously a no-go. It's gotta be the plant puzzle. I don't like it. No, sir. Not a fan. Each tarot card deactivates what the game calls a dangerous situation later on. There are 5 tarot cards in total. What? Wait, so these are required? Well, that certainly didn't stop the door from freaking out. Like, it's called the door, but they still tried to get through the door. Unless you need all 5 for it to work. They probably disable future QTEs or something. They're optional. Why are there search things up there? There's like little search icons. I gotta go back up. It's the only option I think I have. Yeah, let's try it. I thought I had to go all the way around again for some reason. No, it's just up here. Alright, time to figure it out. I gotta think. We have to think real hard about what the hell this puzzle means. It's only moderately confusing. Red petals. What did the note say? Notes on botanicals. The Diathylogos blend would be perfect. The okay, I did need that info. Diathylogos. I need 2 Diambra, 2 Dionthos, half Dianprunis, and 1 Tadakaris. Whatever the fuck that is. Alright, so I know what mixture I'm trying to make at least. So I'm assuming I can make half mixtures by using half of the ingredients. Shit. So what am I making again? Might want to reread that. Am I dumb? I missed something? After adding something and cooking it. Diathylogos. You said 2, but it was 1. Oh, you're talking about the ingredients list. Yeah, I don't know how to read. It's very difficult. So, Diathylogos. 1 Diambra, 2 Dionthos. Okay, so I need Diambra? How the hell do I make Diambra? Diambra is 1... I can't fuck it. Okay, do you know what that says? Top left, second one. Dimbrinius. Dimbrinius. Half Dioprinus. What is Dioprinus? Oh, it's the second. Okay, so it'd be 1 Prunus. And 1, whatever the hell that is. Zoosticficus. Okay, so I need to work that. Okay, I'm making this. Let me take a screenshot of this so that I can, like, just have that up on my left monitor, and then I'll refer to that. Okay. Damn it, not what I meant to do. So I need 1 Diambra. Diambra is 1 Brinus. What is Brinus? I don't see it. Ambrinus. So that's 1 F and 1 E. 1 F and 1 E. So that, and then that. I can read Spanish, not Latin. Is this, I guess this is Latin. 2 Diontos. What is a Diontos? 1 Ambrinus and 1... Okay, so 1 F and 1 B. So it'd be 1 F, 1 B, 1 F, 1 B. I don't know if it matters what order I put them in. Okay. And then half Dioprinus. So 1 B and then 1 D. And then 1 Tiadicut. 2 Dialtia. Okay, so 2A. 1... Oh, God. 1 Dioprinus. Okay, I need another Diaprunus. So 2 Zevesticus and 2 Prunus. Okay, so I need... It's so hard to keep track of this. I need 2 B and 2... Okay, first off, let's work down the list, okay? So 2 Dialtia. So 2 A's. Where's A? A. Okay. 1 Diaprunus. Yeah, I'm reading that right. So it's 2B and 2D. So B, B, D, D. And then the last one is 1 Escamonia, 1E. If I'm not mistaken, this is the mixture I need. Oh my god, why is that like this? A series of plants mentioned in the Diathalogos recipe. Stop speaking Latin. The plants have strong scent. They're surprisingly fresh. It talked about red petals? Okay, well, I have the mixture I need, at least. I need a corrosive substance to open it. The Diathalogos blend would be perfect after adding a legible name and cooking it. It grows everywhere. I need to cut some of its characteristic red petals. It grows everywhere. I'm missing it. Okay, I can close out this picture finally. God. It's taking up so much of my third display. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm missing a plant. I dropped more frames. I am sorry. It grows everywhere. Do I need to check in the cloister? Cloister? Chlorostomy? Colostomy bag? I'm gonna go back and look in, like, the courtyard thing. But not before a bunch of black hands show up and try to pull you into the abyss. Do you see any plants? I don't. Let's try the old one. It's the only real place I can think of plants growing. There weren't any in the graveyard, were there? I'm not going back in the well. I don't see anything. Red petals. We did that. I'm not dumb and, like, already have it, right? No. I have a shovel. I can use it to dig something up, maybe? Like, dig up the plant? I don't know why I would need to instead of just clipping it with the garden trimmers. I might have to try the graveyard. I'm gonna try the graveyard again. RNG-based material hunting. The stone altar is in surprisingly good shape. I feel like it's in a dumb location. Like the toilets or something. I missed a note. May this confession atone the terrible sins I have committed. Everything began with the rehearsals prior to the concert, although we all thought it was simply the stress. When the time came, and in light of the many guests praised to be, I was asked to watch over our prized texts while the brothers sang, so I never heard them. What I did hear was the howling that ensued, even though I was several cells away from the church. When I arrived at the scene, chaos reigned. Chaos reigns. There were the people there. I cannot even begin to describe it. Dead, wounded, others had gone mad, and our beloved brothers of the choir, God Almighty. At first they seemed normal, but suddenly they warped into what can only be described as demonic form, only to shift back to normal moments later. They suffered from horrific seizures, screaming and writhing in agony. At times they tried to grab us in desperation. At others, they screamed in what sounded like voices coming from an unfathomable abyss. We took them to their cells in the upper floor, on the hallway facing the new cloister, and, God have mercy on our souls, we locked them in. We closed the door and secured it as well as we could with a lock. Several keys were needed to open it. This way, we could not be tempted in a moment of weakness to liberate that which we had entrapped. I mean, I only got 2 of these keys. I need 2 more. Where's the other ones? Alright, don't get distracted. We're going to the graveyard. To look for red. I'm dropping frames again. Stop it.
Damn. It's so cold.
Oh, we're doing the cold thing again. Great timing. Don't worry, the game will keep playing. Speed test. I was doing a little funny speed test to see if something's wrong. Which, I mean, I'm assuming it is. I don't really know how to troubleshoot wireless networks very well. They're kind of, awful and I hate them. My download is actually higher than it normally is. What? Why? My upload is actually kind of okay. Sort of. Like, it should be working. Alright. Is it back? Are we back now? It's only 7,000 frames dropped. It's not that big a deal. Only 7,000. Fucking. Where do I get a 600-foot long Ethernet cable? Mm-hmm. Does this open? I'm not seeing any red flowers. $30,000 frames for 5-minute stream. It's not that bad. Ugh. Why am I always plagued with network issues? Like, no matter where I go, no matter what equipment I purchase, it's just... Nope, doesn't work. Nope, not good enough. Wheelbarrows full of sharp tools and axes. I'm gonna go back in here, I guess. I feel like I missed something in here. Yep, the painting is still the painting. I can't interact with this, like it's not a puzzle thing. Combine with what? I can't pick them up. I don't know what to do with these statues. It seems like Song of Horror Red Flower is searched enough to autocorrect on Google. Oh, that means a lot of people are looking it up. Would there happen to be a hint of some sort? Where the hell would it be? It's not in like the courtyard area. Walk into the middle courtyard area, find the flowers below the tree on the northwest side. It is in the courtyard. I didn't see it? Below the tree on the northwest side of the courtyard. Like, it's so easy to get lost in here. Oh, it's him. Look who's back. It's always in this room, too. Well, at least this is the only room he's appeared in so far, aside from the first one with Husher. I fucked up. Guess what, dude? I don't have analog triggers. That's the best I can do. It worked. I have yet to find a controller that has analog triggers that I actually like. No, I think he heard you. Where am I going? Which courtyard is it? Probably the new one, but I'll check the old one first. Oh, no, middle courtyard area. Okay, so it is the new one. New Cloister. Gee, Cloister, you sure look like a... Wow, Cloister. Wow. Seen that video Markiplier made? About Pokemon? Northwest side. Find the flowers below the tree on the northwest side. Here? Well, this is no longer the northwest side. Is it on the outside? No? God, even with the fucking god, I can't find it. Walk into the middle courtyard area and find the flowers below the tree on the northwest side of the courtyard. I don't see any flowers. Are my eyes that bad? I think they are, but, you know, that's besides the point. What? Hold on. Song of Horror, Red Flower. Very cool how that's making system sounds. I thought I fucking muted that. No system sounds. I hate system sounds. Walk to the middle courtyard area to find the flowers. Oh, that's the church. What? What's happening? My controller started vibrating. I don't know what's happening. Okay, so it's talking about the tree in there.
This is really odd.
What does it say middle courtyard area if it's not a courtyard? It's the church. Like, I looked at the picture. It was the tree that I saw earlier in the church. Okay, I don't know if it just wore off or what. I didn't even try going into the door. Did you beat the game yet? No. But apparently courtyard means church. Unless it's talking about... Wait, no, here? I guess this is the middle courtyard area? No, there's another tree here. Okay, here are the flowers. Red flowers in the snow, surrounded by thorny vines. Got it. Deoxidizing mix. A series of plants mentioned in the recipe. I don't have the the shears anymore, which is good. The inventory was getting a little too crowded. Okay, so I need to go back upstairs and throw it into that pot, right? Yeah. Boop, boop, boop. Man, this one's long. It's been over 3 hours. Very long. And hard. Real hard. Put that shit in there. Hurry up. I was gonna say, you better not combine this into another puzzle. Alright, now go ahead and drink that. Deoxidizing solution. A plant-based acidic deoxidizing cleaner. So I'm assuming I'm only supposed to use it once, and I'm supposed to use it on the scriptorium. Right? Yeah, the scriptorium. All this for a cup of coffee. A cup of very acidic coffee that'll melt your organs, probably. There was another blocked off door up here. I think I need a crowbar or something for it. I'm holding left. Come on. Thank you. I have to, like, let go of the analog stick and redo it. Anytime a game automatically switches the camera angles like this, it's always... Gotta let go and then go. Let go and then go. Well, you realize you should be playing with tank controls, right? No. No, I don't. No, I don't think so. This was the wrong door. That was the wrong door. I still don't feel like I'm even close to finishing this chapter. What is the shovel for? Alright, go ahead and use this. I managed to dissolve the rust. Now I can finally use that lock. Watch if it's fucking... was gonna say, if there's monsters behind this, I'm gonna scream. It's another confession. Brother Arenio's admission of guilt. So I know where the last one is. Wait, I didn't read it, sorry. I locked my brothers as though they were animals, and I left them to die. I thought we already found this one. How are these books? How old are these books? Sophie would have a fit if she saw them like this. That cannot be the only thing in here. That wasn't required? No. Are you kidding me? Wait, do I still have it? Okay, we still have the deoxidizing solution. Okay, it's multi-use. I was gonna say, if all of that was for an optional thing, I was gonna scream. Oh yeah, you did a 3-hour-long puzzle and you got text. Good job. Alright, I'm gonna go deposit this so I can avoid the big bad whatever the hell is happening. I know where the last one is. I just don't know how to get it without dying. It almost seems like it's a random chance. In which case, I am not putting in the effort to care. Watch it be required. Watch this be something stupid and required that's like, for the true ending. Slide that shit in there. The Abyss. I like the Abyss card. That's a good card. Only one more, and I'm probably not getting it. Okay, so I'm assuming I use it to destroy the lock in the graveyard. Yes. This is not the right room. Every 5 seconds, I gotta check the map. It's so hard to keep track. Yeah, this one. Still hate that noise. You just stop making that noise, please. Deoxidizer agent. We'll see if this is the last time I can use it. Okay. Do I still have it? Alright, it's gone. I'm kind of relieved I didn't really want to backtrack anymore. I was kind of getting tired of that area. It's like a little too much. A little too much. I watched the first episode of the Cold Steel anime. Good intro or start to Northumbria. Man, you're making me want to watch it. Like right now. Gotta stop the stream so I can go watch it. The grave covers don't seem to be sealed. I wonder what was back in the day. Here back in the day. Now it's just broken stones. A private crypt. It's been closed for ages. Time to end the stream with a watch anime and play Final Fantasy XIV. The gate is stuck and I can't get through here. What? What is with all the dead ends? No, I have to be missing something. Oh my god, you totally can use it to get the grave covers open. I was like, what if I just try this? Because they didn't seem like they were interactable. Just a mummified corpse. This is actually what you're supposed to do? Oh, now it prompts you to use the shovel. Completely wild guess on my part. Just a mummified corpse. Hey, at least I don't have to open the menu every time. It would have been cool if they implied that you could interact with it, though. Mummified corpse. There's got to be something in one of these, right? One of them has to be important. Yeah? What do you mean? What do you mean, no? I'm gonna open all of these, and then they're gonna get up and start chasing me. There's a key buried next to the body. There's the third key. A robust key belonging to Brother Arenio, librarian of the Abbey of St. Cecilia. It's almost as if the bow of this key was staring at me. The bow of the key? Alright, well, that's where one of the keys was. They murdered him and threw him in here with his key. I don't need to look for anything in the graves. Are you sure? You might find something. I'm missing one. I'm almost there. I need the last key. I still have the bellows. And I need to burn something. What do I need to burn? I don't remember seeing anything I can pick up. What is that on the bottom? Why is there a gear there? I don't remember. I'm gonna go back. Okay, that's the wrong way. Okay, at least I made progress of some kind. After, like, 40 minutes. I get the feeling it's something to do with the statues in that room. But I don't have anything to interact with them with. With them. A couple of hundred of them. Oh, good.
Screw this. I've got to hide.
Oh, you gotta hide. Now, where would we do that? Oh, good. In here. Yay. Please don't kill me. I was gonna say, if you kill me again, God, those are annoying. Please.
Huh? What the bloody hell just happened?
Okay. Where was I going? Right, to the bottom. Maybe the last key's in the toilet. You gotta go swimming. Just dunk your whole arm in there. In there. Imagine the noise. While you're sloshing your arm around down in there. What did I miss in here? There's a puzzle in here? Oh, it's this. Okay, this is the burner. So... Passageway looks like it's about to collapse. I can't take the risk of going through here. A large antique oven. Something must have lit it, but the flames seem to have died down. I could stroke the fire with the bellows. Wouldn't help much. If I want to burn something, I'd have to put it there first. What do I need to burn? I actually can't. I can't think of anything other than the statues. But I can't pick the statues up. I dropped another, like, 3,000 frames. That's cool. When did that happen? I'm sorry. Bellows. Is there a room I haven't looked in yet? I'm looking for a single unopened door. No. Aside from that one, but I don't have the acid anymore, so I can't open it. Shovel's gone. It must be a random item that I didn't pick up somewhere. I don't know where I missed an item. There's a book here. Left an open book here. The ink has gone dry. Did you pick up the dirty rag, or do you have the iron key? I already have the iron key. Yeah, we did. The dirty rag happened earlier. I used it to plug up the, that weird, like, draining system to get the iron key. Iron. And I already used the iron key to go in all the rooms. So it's just a matter of me having missed an item. All right, Internet. Why don't you do your thing, Internet? Loose parts. Use the wax figure on the lit oven. What? I couldn't pick up the wax figure. It wouldn't let me. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the figures. Like, it straight up wouldn't let me pick it up. I mean, I could pick it up, but, like, I had to put it back down. Maybe I missed some kind of a prompt or something? That's the only thing I can think of. Yeah, this door. Door. Man, I'm so close to finishing this chapter, I feel like. Once we get all the keys, it's gonna be over. Or it's gonna be twice as long as I expect. But that might be a good end of the stream, is to get to the door open. Get to the door to be the open. But it's apparently the wax figure, so there has to be a prompt that I missed or something. It's really the only one that makes sense other than the wooden figure. But, like, the wax figure would actually, you know, realistically be something that you could hide something in, whereas the wood figure is like, how do you hide something in a wood figure? Let a tree grow around it? Or glue it shut, I guess. You get all the keys. You step outside. The opening cutscene to Breath of the Wild plays. It'd be better than this hellscape of a world. So I need the wax figure, but, like, it wouldn't let me take the wax figure? And then it puts it back. Take it. Why can't I take the wax figure? A really robust wax figure, a statue of Virgin Mary. Take it! Use, rotate, combine. I don't understand. Hold on. No, what am I missing? Wax figure. Walk over to your character's left to shift the camera angle. The abbot did some major decorating. Pick up the wax figure on the barrel and rotate it to see the back. I looked at the back. What? Oh my god, that's so subtle. I missed that. Wait a minute, there's something inside this statuette. That's what it is. That's actually really subtle. Good god, that's so subtle.
Statuette. There's something inside.
Dude, can you believe they patched the game while I was playing it to make it harder? Why would they do that? Whatever, this is the last key. And there's gonna be some giant monster man that spawns. Man, some of the puzzles in this one are really, like, oof. Just a little too difficult. My tiny monkey brain cannot handle. Did I just navigate most of that without looking at the map too many times? You bet. I hope I never have to again. Okay, we're going down into there. Yeah, okay, alright. As soon as I... Yep. My controller disconnected. I hit the sync button by accident. I hit the fucking sync button on my controller by accident. I can't believe I just did that. That almost killed me. I had to, I saw it flashing and I was like, oh, I'm gonna die. That was close. Yes, I did that on purpose. I need to go that way. Like, what? It's just faster to let it kill me. Probably should have just let it kill me. Like, it was a good comedic effect. You gonna let me in there now? Thank you. Watch this moment. You know, I have anti-aliasing on, but, like, his shirt is doing that thing where it's, like, shimmering, and it's not supposed to do that. Persona 5 was doing that, too. I don't know. Nothing can ever be perfect. Okay, we're gonna go down here. Okay, last key. I don't have to do this anymore, right? I've been holding onto these bellows this whole time. Why do you... Okay, well, I guess he's got to use his foot for some reason.
Smashing. It seems the statuette was hiding something.
Do I need to wait?
Oh, bloody hell. How could I be so stupid?
Yeah. It's just, it forces you to take a little bit of burn damage. Well, at least this is the coolest looking key. Relatively flat key belonging to Father Agorno, the abbot of St. Cecilia. It's huge and much heavier than it looks. We have all 4. We're done. Get me the fuck out of here. Where am I supposed to go? I'm supposed to go out and to the right and up those stairs. He's back! Why don't you just go ahead and stay in the middle? Or, like, stay stationary in one spot? Yeah, like that. This feels easier than it did before, which is contrary to how the other mini-game events work. It just takes too long. Hurry up. This could have been like a stealth horror segment, but instead I have to sit here and press buttons. And not move. It's great.
Damn. Well, at least it didn't hear me.
Or, better yet, you could have given me a gun. And then I could have shot him. Gun or stealth? Not sit here and press left trigger and right trigger. Although I guess you would be doing that if you had a gun. You know what I mean. Maybe not even a gun. Just give me the axe. Whatever. Axe is cool. I haven't been in here in forever. I hate this room. What was with the long arms that happened earlier? You remember the long arms? We haven't seen them in a while.
I wonder where those stairs lead to.
You've already gone up them, mate. You already know the answer to this question. I forgot that this is where I got the iron key. You gotta have some difference from Amnesia and Silent Hill. Yeah, but it's gotta be good. Is this supposed to be a puzzle? Wow. Maybe they just want you to feel special. So there was supposedly like a bunch of screaming demon men in here, right? We're gonna find out. Oh, there's more. I skipped his dialogue, whatever the fuck he was gonna say, sorry. There's more. Why is there... Oh, they connect. That's why that door was shut. Oh, God.
No way.
I'm gonna check every single one of these. Yeah? Oh, good. This is the end, isn't it?
What's happening? Oh, God. Mr. Husher? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Mr. Husher. Oh, no. Sebastian. Oh, shit. Fuck. Oh, he's dead. Fuck, man. Fuck. This is the same place. The same room. What's happening?
Alright, so Husher's dead. I'm gonna be honest with you, I kind of saw that coming. He didn't make it. He must have been dead for days. I don't see anything odd. I'm almost surprised that what I see in the reflection is the actual room I'm in. All this just to find out he fucking died. What? What?
What? No. Where the hell am I? Hello?
Oh, okay. Diary of Argos Legrand. Reflections and experiences from the creator of the music box. I'll read it later. Now I have to get out of here.
Diary. Argos Legrand. Damn it, another useless lead. Another fucking riddle. I have to get out of here.
Isn't this the lady from Chapter 2? Yeah, it is. I know that face. I've seen it in my nightmares. Who is that girl? How come it looks like she can't even see me? Oh, God. Do I just go back through the door? Okay.
What the hell?
What the hell? Oh. Wait. There's nothing out there. Absolutely nothing.
Damn it, it won't open.
Oh, shit. One of these has got to be a funny little insta-death, right? Hold on. I should probably check. Time to do another puzzle with picture slides. Oh, it's the bone room. You know the bone room. I think I'm gonna lose it.
This can't be happening. I must be seeing things. Oh shit, Dan. Wake the fuck up, man.
See, I knew I was playing The Evil Within. Is that why the FPS is running at 30? It's just bones.
Am I? Oh, thank God.
What?
Daniel, are you all right?
Wait, that's it?
I'm alive, at least.
Oh, Daniel.
Don't worry. Let's get out of here.
Oh, Mr. Neuer, are you all right? Did you find Sebastian?
Mr. Finnegan, Sebastian is dead.
What? Oh my God! How?
I'm sorry. Shit. Let's get out of here, please. I don't have much time.
Sebastian? Wait, what do you mean you don't have much time? He said the same thing on his way here. And Jesus! If only I'd paid more attention, if only I'd done something.
I don't think there's anything you could have done, really.
Maybe. But maybe I can do something for you.
Thanks. All I need right now is to get out of here.
On our way, then.
Husher died in there, trapped. He probably struggled and screamed until he went mad trying to find a way out of that godforsaken place. Like me, only, in his case, nobody got there in time. I imagine he thought that there was a quicker way to go, the same way that Faber chose, and maybe I would have done the same in his place. What I saw myself do in that mirror was just too much. Is this what lies ahead? Maybe I already know it, but I'm trying to hide it from myself. Maybe deep down, I know it's a hideous omen of what the future has in store for me. Maybe I know that, like everyone who's come across that cursed box, I too will take my own life. That I would rather surrender to death than face whatever it is that lingers behind that infernal melody. I should burn the thing. Make that melody vanish from the face of the earth. But what about Ariadne? She's alive. What if only the box can stop this? I can't destroy it without knowing for sure. Maybe there's something in Legrand's diary. Oh God, I need to rest and gather my thoughts. I need to sleep. I can only hope the nightmares won't be as horrible as real life.
Sleep. I was gonna say, I'm assuming that's the end. Man, that was long. That one was alright. I still think I liked No, I don't know. It was alright. I need to stretch. Hold on. In Chapter 5, you find out that the Song of Horror is the song that Iris made. What the fuck was the name of that song? Yeah, whatever the one that plays at the credits of Somnium. Lonely girls across the world. That song. I was trying to remember the lyrics. But yeah, that's the end of Chapter 4. That one took a while. It feels good to, like, get a chapter done in one stream, like, start it with the chapter and end it with the chapter. So when I start the next one, it's, like, all clear and concise and all that. But yeah, I'll get back to this eventually. Not tonight, because it's late. I gotta go. Thank you for stopping by. Please turn off the controller. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by. I'll be back with more Thing another time. Yeah. I don't have a schedule, so I don't know if I do the stream tomorrow. The creature is locked in the chamber just doing the end credit song. Now I gotta look. Hold on. What is it called? What's the name of the song? Invincible Rainbow Arrow, is that it? This song? Could you just imagine, you walk in and you hear that playing, and they're all doing the weird anime dance. All of these horrific, like, zombie monsters. I need to go to bed. I'm gonna pass out. Have a good night. I'll see you later with more other things. I want to get this game done. I guess I gotta get Evil Within done at some point, don't I? I'll work on that at some point. I don't know when. Yeah. Goodbye.